Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colón Sr. Welcome to the EC Show. Joining me on the EC Show, like always, my son, Emilio Jr. EJ.
How you doing?
Obviously, Swagger McDugans, a.k.a. About That Life, Joseph BUTO. And once again, Dave, good to see you again, my friend. We missed you last week. Welcome back, Dave. We got Uncle Andy, Andrew Alexander in the back. He's joining us for today's episode.
What up, the OG?
And then we got Cairo sitting in for Jamil, because Jamil's a superstar again and doing some superstar shit. No one knows what he's doing.
We got the cable god back.
But we got Cable God back, yes. Cairo's
Yankees.
Cairo's so organized. If you guys can see what I'm looking at right now,
I can show you.
There's so many, like, normally there's so many cords and wires and cables all over the place, but Cairo is just super clean, super organized. The cables are all nice and neat. Whoa. I wonder what his crib looks like.
Probably got an OCD.
He said he has 3 closets.
Jesus.
I'll tell you this, he ain't got a wife and 3 kids.
Listen, hot off the press, brand new. All of this is brand new. This is literally just straight from the warehouse. All of this is brand new. You can see Joe's wearing it. I'm wearing it. We're trying to figure out what we're going to call it because a lot of people are like, oh, it's the Marlins, whatever. No, this is the Florida edition, basically. Yeah. This is the Florida edition.
South Beach.
Go get the brand new teal version of all of EnasiaColon.com, EJ's gear. Go support it. We appreciate what you've been doing so far. Go do more. Go do more. Stop keeping it exclusive for yourself. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go get everything. Buy everything. I want to have to put in more orders for them and more orders for them and more orders for them. Please. Show support, guys.
Sorry, I keep looking away, guys. Yankee games.
No, he's watching the Yankee game. Last episode was fucking hilarious.
It was epic.
Big Rob was.
If he would have been in, we would have already started. We're winning 6-4 now. After 6-2. I'm sorry. Can't ever see everything. But yeah, no, he would have been screaming already with this. He would have already went nuts already.
So
we were Jack while we were here.
So there were so many funny parts to that episode. It was crazy. But hands down for me, the funniest part was when he asked not to talk politics and then told every Democrat not to fucking follow him anymore.
You're a Democrat, you follow me. Unfucking follow me.
That was so funny.
I don't want you as a friend anymore.
He did not
unfriend me. I don't want to be your friend anymore. So I was like, you didn't want to talk politics. You went pretty deep right there. So I was like, he scratched the surface. He went straight, dug all the way to the fucking. We're not even having an argument to get to the point of I don't want to talk to anyone. It's just like if that's your opinion, that's it.
We need to figure out a way to get Big Rob on the show at least once a month. Just once a month. I don't want to. I don't want to overdo it. He got so much other shit going on. And so many other things.
He's sitting in his bed in his briefs for the 45. And just
watching Yankee
games right now, cursing. Actually, he's probably not cursing now because we're winning.
And I want to figure out a way to stream him watching the game every once in a while.
Oh yeah, right now
that shit would be so funny, Cairo. We could literally just put a camera in like the top corner and mute the game. We'll mute the game because obviously for copyright purposes. Mute the game. We'll get Big Rob talking shit, and then we could put the parts that he's talking shit in. Like we clip it in.
I don't know because he's butt naked all the time.
No.
You get a lot of footage. You don't want to see.
What is that little thing? You put like a blur. What is it? A sensor, Cairo? Like what do we put on there? Like a little.
Blur it.
Yeah, you just blur it.
His games butt naked.
Yeah, he just watches his
He
game.
goes to hotel resorts butt naked. You think he's not gonna watch a game at home butt naked?
Listen.
You gotta check out the last episode. You'll get the rundown of him and his clothes.
We did shout you out on the last episode.
I know.
Because you weren't here. You know, we're glad the wife is better.
Yeah, she is.
That's always important. Family's first. Hey, no matter what anybody says, when it comes to this show, family is always first. These guys are allowed to, family comes first. They have family gatherings to do. They don't have to be here. They're not obligated. I'm truly grateful and appreciative that they do the show with us. Yep. We try to have a lot of fun. If the show ends up becoming to where it's too much of an obligation, no, we're not here for that. Like seriously, literally, family comes first, and that's the most important part.
Eventually, you'll see all the family on the show. Eventually.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, we're supposed to pickle today, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to because of the weather. Last time we pickleballed, I'm not even gonna lie. I took L's all fucking night long. This kid went 11-0 or some stupid shit like that.
Him and Craig, the guy that's always stuck in the box. They went 11-0, beat everyone. Him and Dookie, me and Dookie. everyone.
I had a horrible night. I never fucking lost like that in my life.
Me and Craig were just we were just playing good that night.
I think his name after that night should be Mr. Penalty Box. After
oh, that was hilarious.
I know what Giabella said.
Dave, so here's a story. So Joe was telling a funny story about when he was a kid. He used to play hockey with a couple of the guys, and Craig, who shoots with us from time to time, he just so happened to be there that night. So Giabella was watching on the live, and when Giabella was watching on the live, Joe told a story about penalty box.
Me and my brother ended up, long story short, me and my brother we had to fight the whole team. And literally the whole team. So the point where my father jumped in the ring and threw a ref over the boards, like into a concrete wall. Police showed up, it was bad. But Jordan was on the bench, my boy Zach's on the bench, another friend of mine, Alex, on the bench, and they left us high and fucking dry. Me and my brother fighting this whole team. And the guy that took me out looked like a fucking grown man, full beard. I was young, I wasn't young, but say probably 16, 17, maybe, probably even younger, maybe 15. 16.
So we're playing pickleball, right? And Jordan's excuse was that he was stuck in the penalty box. Yeah. That's what he told Joe. That's why he couldn't help. So we're playing pickleball, and as we're playing pickleball, Giabella just comes out of nowhere, out of left field, quiet as shit, and she goes, Jordan, you playing like you still stuck in the penalty box. Yo, everybody just stopped playing. Everybody just stopped playing. No one cared what happened. It was just, it was so hilarious.
Jordan deflected it with Zach's excuse. He's like, my pants were too tight. I was younger. I couldn't get over the boards because my hockey pants were too tight.
No, but it took him
over that motherfucker. Don't get fucked up out there.
It took him a minute to realize what she was talking about. That's what made it funny. That little gas, but he couldn't catch on.
Yeah.
That's what made it hilarious.
Zach hit me up on Instagram too. He's like, why you over here cursing me out on a podcast? He didn't even remember. He forgot about the whole fight. So I was like, bro, the fight sports mom, man. Me and Rob fought the whole team, and you, Jordan, and Alex just sat on the bench and watched.
Yo.
Well, literally, my brother came across and cracked a kid in the head with a stick. Like, that's how my brother entered the fight. That's how many people were there.
Jesus.
It wasn't even like a soft enter. Like, this kid was cocked back, coming at me like 20 miles an hour on his skates, and all of a sudden he just did a backflip, stick across the face mask. So it was pandemonium.
The funniest part, and I'm to blame. I'm to blame a little bit. I didn't give Jamil warning on how animated Big Rob is. So Big Rob is sitting over here last episode and starts. Mind you, it took him a minute and 30 seconds to get into character. Like literally, he was like, "I can curse? Yep, okay," and that was it. So he's sitting over here, right? And this camera that's over here to the left of me, which is your right. In all actuality, Big Rob started storytelling and started getting up to storytell. So where you're sitting right now, Jamil's like, holy shit, like what do I do? Yeah. He had to come off of being behind the thing and start moving the camera to catch Big Rob, because otherwise you're just seeing Big Rob's penis the whole time.
But you don't mind if you watch the last episode.
I saw the little bloopers. That's the worst. Not the little bloopers, but the little shots of it.
Yeah, so it's like literally Big Rob is just sitting there and we're all just looking at him like this, and in the camera, the angle of the camera is just literally Big Rob's penis right in front of us. Whose dog is that?
Wife's calling. Hey, screw that for a second. We have to get back to her.
That's great.
See, this is the stuff that you can't, like, it don't matter.
Did it end alive?
Mm-hmm. It's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine.
No, it ended alive.
It's okay, that's fine. We're not worried about that right now. Who cares? But but seriously, he was so animated. He was literally so animated that Jamil had to do like double, triple duties or whatever it may be. He had to go all over the place.
That's funny.
And it was crazy. It was hilarious, dude. Your dad is always welcome to come back. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
100%.
I gotta be here next time he's here.
That shit was funny as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Like, every story he told, every little thing that he said, was nuts. It was nuts. Like, people were like asking me questions. I'm getting DMs left and right. Like, when is he coming back on? Like, I'm like, yo, dude, like, He's a funny guy, but like he's very animated, very. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of people that hit me up and they be like, "Yo, when's the pod? When's the pod?" Y'all motherfuckers know when the pod is. I tell everybody when, and this is free. So people be like, "Yo, I'm coming." Alright, so just come. We'll figure out a way to get you in.
I was having a conversation with Brandon before I got here. He's like, "I gotta come on one of these days." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a great day. Tuesday tonight, 6:30."
Let me explain something. Brandon just came on to our pickleball chat that we have just recently. Mm-hmm. And dude,
he came in hot.
Like
talking shit.
Just straight, like you get invited and all of a sudden you're just throwing out flames, straight flames at everybody. We're like, yo, what the fuck? Like you just got here this morning. It's only 11:30. Like how are you literally just attacking everybody?
He backed it up a little bit. He wasn't bad.
He wasn't? I wasn't there.
Better than Pat.
I wasn't there.
That ain't saying much.
That's not saying much.
Sorry, Pat.
That's not saying. We gotta get you out there.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
Next time I'll be there. I was supposed to be there last week, but unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a good time with all this out there because now we're like people are grasping like how to play, where to move, where to be. So like it's not more like not coaching lessons now. Now there's no excuses now. Now it's just either you're hitting the ball, or you just are terrible because you know where you're supposed to be, you know where you're supposed to stand, you know how to play the game. Now it's all on you to play the game.
But Dave, I gotta be honest. So there's people that we play with, our group, and then there's some people that end up like coming in and we play with or whatever. Sometimes those individuals get upset when we're actually having some level of success because then they start making up rules that don't really exist. Because Joe and I were watching pickleball tournament the other day. These motherfuckers were hitting the ball every way imaginable. Like they were doing crazy shit. And these other people be like, oh, you gotta underhand it like this. I was like, that motherfucker didn't do that shit.
The serve does have to be underhand, but the professionals they hit it so nasty.
So it's like Uno. Like everybody has their own rules.
Somewhat,
but like one of my boys was serving like kind of like like this, and they're like, oh well, you can't be above your hip. Which, from what me and Boy were watching, it's got to be underhand, but it could be above your hip. I just wonder throwing the ball up and he's hitting it, but he's going under. But he's,
people got so technical.
I don't know.
Well, there's challenges and shit. Like you could challenge. Yeah, like there was a time where they challenged the ball whether it was in or out because one team called it in, one team called it out. It was a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lose the challenge, you lose the timeout, just like football. And the timeouts are key because like you go on like a bad like they're scoring 3 points back to back to back. You call that timeout real quick. Let them try to lose their momentum, catch your breath a little bit. So those timeouts are legit. Like these fucking tournaments, man, these people are starting to make a lot of money.
Intense.
No, but the thing is,
so
like,
everybody that has seen my videos of my daughter playing is like, you need to keep your daughter in pickleball. Like this sport is blowing the fuck up.
It is growing. I know that.
One of the best kids in the world, one of the best players in the world. Is like a 16-year-old female.
Wow.
And she's nasty, and she's literally they just run the commercial for the thing. The mom was playing a trick on her, like, oh, because she was about to turn 16. She goes, my daughter's the #1 player in the world. We're like they're highly ranked. They're #1 pair in the world, and their mother-daughter. And she's like, she's about to turn 16. They're literally, she's 15 years old with a Carvana fucking sponsorship. The mom's like, I told her we're gonna go to the vending machine just to look at the cars. And all of a sudden, the fucking Range Rover fucking
drops.
The little sport one.
And it's hers.
And it's right there, and the mom's like, here, congratulations, it's your new car. And she literally drove it out of the Carvana, but like, that's her sponsorship.
So here's the problem. Here's
she
the problem.
got that car for free.
Here's the problem I have,
Yeah.
right? This is supposed to be something that we're doing for fun, right? And
No, we don't do it.
Wait. And this ends up turning super ultra competitive, which is totally understandable. That's just the way guys are, right? But yo, I'm not trying to go out there and get hurt. Yo, Pat Miller folded the other day like a deck of cards,
like a house of cards just curling.
He was on my team. He went to go hit the forehand, and he just gave up.
It was the most awkward motherfucking fall I've ever seen in my life.
Imagine a 6 foot. What is he? 6'3"?
Like 6'2", yeah. But
6'2",
imagine that,
6'3".
not knowing which way you want
Going
to fall.
forward, his whole body goes forward, and then his knees just go this way, the opposite.
And
way.
then his feet kind of went like it was like when I tell you it was the most awkward fall I've ever seen. Like it's like his whole brain knew it was falling, but didn't know which way to fall, and each body part went its own way. Like he like. It almost looked like he was like battling in like the 80s and a fucking like b-boy.
I'm not trying to get hurt. So there was one day last week where I could tell like, I need to take this day off, slow it down.
Yeah.
I needed it so bad, and then Dunce over here decides to go out there and his freaking knee starts killing him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you gotta listen to your body.
Yeah.
But I haven't played in like 4 or 5 days, so I've been not that that's a long time, but I've been resting the knee. But it's like a weird injury, man. Like it hurts when it wants to. Like so I know it's like a tear or something. It's not like a sprain because it hurts literally like. So, in the beginning, in the middle of the night, like, it would get stuck in a spot that was fucking painful as hell, and like I couldn't get it out. Like no matter which way, I was like ow, 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 and like I'd fucking just like roll over real quick and it would get to where I could move it. I'm like, what the fuck? It would get stuck in that little kink.
So we're not shooting. We're not shooting next week. I leave Monday for Curacao. Inasia is playing in the U20 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers for Puerto Rico. I have to go to Curacao. I will miss game one. Game one is on Saturday. They play.
Are they broadcasting it? Are we gonna be able to watch?
They still haven't said whether it's gonna be on YouTube or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I will let everybody know, of course, 100%. So I'll watch the game on Monday and the game on Wednesday. Dave is actually not going to be here neither. Dave is going to Brazil.
I'll be in Brazil for about a week.
Now, I've posted it on Instagram. Dave's peoples, his whole family has this beautiful ranch in Brazil.
Yeah, so definitely go check it out. It's on Instagram. It's called Mia Gloria. I don't know if we can put it on there, like a little photo or whatever, later on when we edit the video.
You'll plug it.
Yeah, plug it in.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So
It's beautiful.
It's like you can stay, like other people can stay there and stuff?
Yeah. No, it's a closed. It's kind of like a farm / like resort type
Is
of
it
thing.
like Airbnb, like only one family? Or you got,
No.
multiple places?
It's multiple. Like it's basically, like I said, it's a resort. It's you can't get in there unless you have a booked apartment. My dad used to have it open to the public because he has a big restaurant there. Yeah. But it just became a mess because then he has to control like the public and then the people that are paying, because it's expensive, especially for the people in Brazil.
Yeah.
And they're paying like top dollar to stay there. And then they gotta, all these people in the public are coming out, and then they want to go by the pool, hang out. So it's a little secluded. My dad has like a ton of animals there. Like he has like 3 or 4 toucans just roaming around. They come to you and everything.
That's sick.
He has llamas everywhere, horses. Yeah, it's cool, man. One day you guys should.
How long are you going for?
I'm going just for a week. It's been about a year and a half since I've gone, which it's not the longest I haven't gone, but it's been a while.
Still nice to get away.
Whole fam?
No, it's just me. I'm going with my dad. He's like, oh, let's go. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine.
I'm going to Curacao by myself too, literally just me. But see, that's the thing.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Curacao by myself.
But here's the thing, right?
You eating candy over there?
Yeah, he's eating gum. So here's the thing.
What's up, bro?
So
your teacher never said to you, if you don't got enough for the whole class, don't bring it?
listen, let me So anyway,
The piece of gum.
I go to Curacao on Monday. I leave on Monday.
Just saying.
I fly in that day. The game is that day, and then the game is on Wednesday. Coincidentally, listen to this shit. Inasia's on the same flight coming back
To Florida.
with me in the morning. She's supposed to have an 8-hour layover.
Damn.
That shit's not happening.
No, don't.
Not happening. She's not getting on that plane. She's missing that flight, and she will go back to Arizona on Sunday. Like, that's not happening.
Crazy.
8 hours at an airport?
Fuck that.
No
I
reason.
mean, for like somebody like my age, and depending on where's the layover?
Miami.
See, like, all right,
It's at Miami International Airport.
and then go to Arizona from Miami.
Yeah.
You could take a nap.
See, like for a grown adult though, like I wouldn't mind that.
Nah, she comes
Like
back.
if I wasn't from here, if I was trying to get back to, let's say, Arizona, and I lived there and I had an 8-hour layover in Miami, I would go fuck it up for like 4 hours.
I called her, I was like, yo, what do you have on Friday?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I just have mentoring. I'm like, you gonna miss mentoring on that day. Fuck that shit. You gonna go back
So
Sunday.
actually mentor like a Zoom call or something.
Yeah, some shit. We can make that work.
Make that work.
So when you go to Brazil, is there any specific reason why you're going, or just going just to?
Just checking.
No, my dad just wants me to. My dad likes me going there because, he wants me to know about it too. I don't live there, but he likes me to know about everything, and in case something happens.
That's cool.
We never know anything, so he wants me to meet everybody, and it's changed.
Like
even
you
though
said,
it's been a year.
family first.
No, of
Yeah,
course.
even though it's been like a year and a half, it's a lot there has changed. He has built more little, cottages or rooms, whatever you want to call it there.
Definitely gotta check that shit out.
So yeah, it's cool, man. Check it out. It's really nice, but
So it's like a ranch.
It is. It's a ranch. It's its own contained. I call it a farm because.
How far is it from the beaches? Is it secluded from
So
that?
it's up in the mountains. So my family's hometown is Nova Friburgo, which is in the state of Rio, but it's about 2.5 hours from the actual city of Rio, where there's all the beaches and Copacabana and all the women that you guys see everywhere or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's about another hour from the city I'm from. So from Rio, it's about 3.5 hours. But it's all the way up in the mountain. It's not near any beaches.
How long did it take you to get from the northern part of Brazil to the southern part of
Dude,
Brazil?
I have no idea. 'Cause it's big.
It's fucking
Brazil's
huge,
big.
right?
It's big.
8-10 hours.
That's crazy, right? Like, have you ever thought that?
That's a long fucking.
Do you know that Russia has like 11 fucking different time zones? That's how
They're
big
huge.
that
They're spread
fucking.
out.
Well, yeah,
East
Russia's
to west.
It's
Right,
fucking
so-
enormous,
oh,
right?
yeah.
It's fucking big as shit. So like,
So
Brazil's like.
fucking with them.
So in Brazil, you could literally be in the northern part, and 6 hours later, you could still be in Brazil off of a 6-hour drive.
Yeah. Same timeline or time frame or whatever.
Yeah.
So
there's one more thing that you brought for us today, and I knew nothing about this before he walked in. I knew somewhat about it, but not, I'm not as educated. So this is called microgreens.
yeah, so
Huh?
What's the fucking microgreen?
So yeah, I started doing microgreens. I just looked into it, saw that people do it, and it's good for like.
Explain. What do we?
That's what I'm saying. Explain.
So like, I didn't give a great explanation just now, but yeah. So
We'll all
microgreens
try
are
the same
basically
way.
microgreens are basically like this is broccoli. So you get a seed of broccoli. It's kind of a different process to like grow the seed. You don't stick it all the way in the dirt or anything like that. You kind of just lay it on the dirt, wet it, and then put some weight on top of it, and it kind of creates like a germination process where it grows. And then after that, you grow it. It takes about 10 days to grow, and don't let it pass that, because the more you let it grow, the more nutrition the seed actually uses or the plant uses, and you kind of get rid of the nutritional value of growing it this way.
So wait a second. So just tell me what we have in here right now.
So right now we have radish, broccoli, sunflower, peas, and beets.
Okay, so for layman terms, motherfuckers, right?
We're eating plants.
We eating plants, but we eating the best part of the plant.
Oh, so this, you
Right?
said this is broccoli.
Yeah, so-
this is broccoli?
Like I
It's
said,
broccoli.
no, that's peas.
This equals one whole pea. I'm gonna let that sink in.
These
Tyro,
little
this
purple.
tiny.
Yeah.
These things?
Yeah.
This is beet.
That's beets.
Show the camera. Show the camera. Show the
Yeah,
camera.
hey,
Don't fall.
I know. So
That does
basically,
taste like beet though.
I got broccoli.
you get a little hint of it.
Give him the red one. Let's try the red one.
I think the peas.
No, the
and
red one, that's not
sunflower-
it, that's not it.
sunflower
This is
is
sunflower?
really nutty. It has a nutty taste.
No, you gotta eat the beet. The beet
Yo,
tastes
this
like
actually has
beet.
flavor for like a tiny thing. It has a
This
lot of
is
flavor.
pea.
I'm not gonna lie, I smoked before I got here. So this takes a different ride. So this is the type of shit you want to eat.
That's
I can eat
peas.
the sunflower.
Naked and afraid. You want to find this shit.
So normally, like you'll go to
So
a
this looks
restaurant.
like shit that grows by my house. Right?
Dude, that's a
I would
nice
get
one.
confused with
You
something.
wanna hear something funny? It's a true story. When we went to St. Lucia, and Andy, you can attest to this because Andy's from St. Lucia. My wife's aunt, we were walking on a trail
That one was good.
and literally saw
Peas.
cilantro on the fucking trail and started picking it and eating it. We're like, yo, she don't speak English, she speaks French. So we're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, no, 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 no. Like, she's speaking French. And the tour guide is like, oh no, she's eating cilantro. She knows what she's eating. I was like, holy shit! Like she just found cilantro on the side of the
Slide me.
trail.
So I had my tree guy come to the house because I gotta get some trees cut. I wish I would fucking did it. I had two of them come down on my trampoline. Whatever, I think we needed to go anyway. So we go to the backyard and I was like, this I know now is a mango tree. Like it's just been sitting there and it just never really grew. But like this year I'm finally getting some mangoes. My brother's got the most massive mango tree I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like for people that take their mangoes serious, my brother's never done anything with this tree and it grows 5,000 fucking massive mangoes. People, if you want them, let me know. I got you.
Definitely.
Bro,
Yeah,
yo, come. People be coming by, there's a picker sitting right next to the tree. People just picking their own shit, putting it in the bucket, leaving, take the things you want. Just thousands. So the guy that's cutting down the tree, I was like, I don't want to take this tree down. He's like, looking at it, he's like, bro, this is an avocado tree. I was like,
but it's never grown
well, let me
avocado.
tell you something, bro. I've been here 7 years and I ain't seen one motherfucker. I ain't seen one
But
motherfucker.
I know a way of getting avocados to grow.
Okay,
Supposedly.
good. All right, good, because he was saying.
But microgreen avocado.
Hey, actually,
No, but he
maybe
told me
try it.
what he told me was that an actual avocado tree before it starts producing is until it's like 7, 8, 9 years old is when it starts producing. I was like, shit. Well, I'm 7 years. This might be the year, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be the year. But maybe next year. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not cutting it down.
Here's the same thing happened to my friend. He had an avocado tree, same shit. Nothing ever.
I didn't know what it was.
Nothing.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm
So
shocked.
somebody told him, he's like, get a machete, just fucking hit the trunk of the tree, and it basically I guess it stresses out the tree or something like that, and it will start. The next season it'll start growing
Say
out.
less.
So it's stretched.
Try it out. He did it. It worked.
I was gonna cut it down
So-
anyway, so I'll take some fucking hacks at the
Yeah,
bottom.
just
see if
hit
works.
at it.
Yeah.
My buddy did it. It worked. The
It's
next
so
year he
good.
had avocados. So
So
maybe it was
avocados
just
on me,
mature.
boys.
I don't know.
Got y'all mangoes and avocados.
fresh.
Dude,
I'll
I'll
take
take
some
some
avocados.
So throughout the day, I always
Drag my line,
send
give
you
me the mango.
guys stuff on Instagram. We send stuff back and forth
Oh,
throughout
yeah.
the whole day. What was some of the stuff that you remember the most out of what I sent to you
The
guys?
flight attendant pitch was dope.
That was clean.
That was clean, yeah.
That was a clean pitch.
So basically, what
She
happened?
shook off the first call.
so
No
basically,
fastball.
so
No
Fly
fastball.
Emirates, Fly Emirates did, and Fly Emirates, if you want to sponsor us, you can sponsor us too. Fly
Yeah,
Emirates,
Fly Emirates.
Fly Emirates did, or Qatar Airways, I don't care. So Fly Emirates did like a promo where they had all their flight attendants go to a Dodgers game, and the Hall of Fame pitcher was gonna throw out the first pitch, and the lady was like, "Nah, I got this," and she threw it, and it was a perfect strike, and that's not something you would expect. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You knew she knew what the fuck she was doing.
No, she shook it off.
She caught the ball from the hand, and the guy went to go put the glove on her hand, and she's like, "Give me the fucking glove." She threw it on. She's like, yeah, right down the face.
Strike.
Catcher didn't even have to move.
Nope, at all.
Ooh, can we think of any really fucked up ones on top of that? 50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
Butchered that thing.
When 50 threw it and it went that way.
It went to the first baseman.
How about the guy from
Stand up
Boston?
first, like, yeah, out.
The guy from Boston was a guy from Boston that threw out the first pitch, and he hit the photographer in the dick. That was taking pictures behind home plate.
Alright, that might have been more epic than
That's like me throwing a pitch and Cairo's recording us, and I hit Cairo in the dick as Cairo's recording us.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Fuck on this.
I'll throw the ball back at him.
No, it was like it was literally like he literally. I don't know how that's even possible.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, how does that 50 Cent? Like, how is that even possible?
That's so bad.
Like, I mean, it came out like here, and it went straight that
It went that way.
And he followed through and everything. That ball was long gone that way.
It went that way.
Yeah.
100%. I agreed. We had a conversation earlier today in one of our chats. Let me just get you guys' opinion on it, right? So, it was basically about how certain sports are dying because they're becoming too
pussy.
He used the word pussy, political, whatever you want to fucking call it, right? So I remember specifically when basketball was A1.
That was the main topic, yeah.
You tuned into basketball, you watched basketball, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal, whoever, whatever. Nowadays, it's like the drama and the story takes more precedent than the actual sport itself.
You can't even watch basketball anymore. It's literally just whistle. And
then it takes
and
away.
they're getting touched. Like, it's more college that we were having an argument. I was like, there's more contact in golf. And I was like, pun intended, because we have to make contact.
So I guess if you had to pick, what would be your favorite sport to watch live?
Live? Hockey.
Live?
I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah, I like soccer. But hey, you can't get any more pussy than that. Every fucking little tap on their leg, they're
Yeah.
they're fucking.
I feel like that's where basketball got that shit from.
Yeah, basketball's got that because it doesn't help LeBron's dressing in skirts.
No. Yeah.
Wearing all pink.
Cam Newton started them fucking stupid outfits. Those ridiculous hats, stupid hats, all that.
Well, see, it's a touchy subject because they deem it fashion. That's what they say.
Yeah, they all.
For me, it's not. Like, for me, that's not fashion.
Some of their fucking children are having sex changes. So that's fashion.
Yeah, they use that art and fashion.
Think Magic Johnson's happy about it? Think Magic Johnson's happy about his fashion kid?
Nah,
No.
I mean, it depends. So, like, that's.
I mean, yeah, maybe now because. Boy, girl, I don't know. Shim's loaded. Shim's loaded. Shim is banking. Shim is rolling in the dough. So maybe he's happy now for her, him, Shim.
So they're too political. They're too pussy, like how you said.
Yeah, it's just like they don't play the game of basketball. It's like now it's like almost like, all right, LeBron, we're gonna need you to get to the line at least 40 times tonight. It's like that's like instead of like, all right, guys, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna be physical, we're gonna get on the ball, play defense, get back. Now it's like, all right, we need LeBron to get fouled 40 times, get him to the line. You don't go to the line. You're shooting 30% of the season. Make sure you don't get fouled. Like, there's that's the strategy now of basketball is they need a reform. Like baseball just cleaned everything up.
Yeah.
Got the pitch clock going.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got the little box.
It is making the game so much faster.
It really is, and it's more entertaining to watch now. It's not so much lag between pitches. It's like it's action.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it's a strikeout, a pop-up, it's just constant action. It's not a lot of waiting. So. In my opinion, I'd rather watch baseball all day over basketball, which I did before.
So for me, the most livest sport, because it depends. So like for example, like Brazil versus Colombia or Brazil versus Argentina.
It goes like
those soccer games are just ridiculous. So like those take precedent. Those are up there, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But sports wise, if you're just casually watching a league, like live event. If you ever go to a tennis match to watch Federer play Nadal, or even Kyrgios versus Nadal, or whatever it is, that's ridiculous. That's nuts. Like the crowd is into it every waking second. Like every point counts. It matters. It's so important. It's nuts. Like basketball now, it's just like you're going for the environment. Football, you're going because everybody in the world has a fantasy team, or they're gambling on it, or whatever it may be. for me, some of these sports are losing their luster and losing the enjoyment of the fact that you're actually going to watch a live event.
Yep.
It's just like you've taken the word entertainment and made it too much about the entertainment part of it. Hasbulla has a fucking Jordan deal.
What? Love it. Shout out to my.
Considering the fact it cost Jordan nothing to make his shoes because he's so fucking this big. He's like the size of like a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he had a Jordan. And did you see what he said? Did you see what he said?
That they're both the GOAT?
They're both GOATs, so the deal makes sense. Michael Jordan's a GOAT and I'm a GOAT, so that makes sense.
They were like, when they asked him about the deal, well, he's a GOAT and I'm a GOAT, so it just makes sense for us to team up. That was it. That was it.
That's amazing.
It makes sense
That's
for us.
great.
Bro, it's fantastic. I mean, he got famous because of the cards he was dealt and whatever condition he's got. Because he's 20 years old, for people that don't know that. He's a 20-year-old
Baby.
That's a man to me.
A baby!
Yeah, 24-year-old baby. The Spanish one that used to be hilarious too.
Yeah, Chico.
Chico, yeah.
But what happened to the little kid that Hasbulla used to like
Fight.
I don't know.
He didn't really.
I think what happened was they went a different route with him and it didn't work because I think they kept him in like business suits and very like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
no,
remember.
Because he's
I
still
remember
famous.
him
He's
always talking
famous.
about him, right.
He's still famous, but he's just not Hasbulla famous.
No.
Have you
I
ever
mean,
seen Hasbulla riding in the passenger seat of the car like this, like with both hands up, literally standing on the passenger seat?
Oh, but when they're actually driving?
Oh,
Whenever
yes.
they do anything, he sits courtside, he sits on his boy's lap. Like, they probably save a shit ton in flights and tickets and shit. It's like, yeah, no, just me and a child. Like, no, be on my lap.
No, but they have to buy him a ticket because he's an adult.
Not.
You have to.
Dude, I tell him he's 3 years old.
No,
Fuck
he's
it.
an adult.
Okay, all right. So what happens? Hasbulla goes to a water slide or
Oh, wait,
a
come on.
roller
Let's
coaster
backtrack.
where the height limit's here.
No,
and he's here.
at the point right now, Hasbulla's flying private, so he doesn't have to
Okay,
worry
what
about
about a
none
roller
of that shit.
coaster? You better buy a fucking private roller coaster. Because his little ass is slipping out there, motherfucker. There's a challenge for you, Hasbulla.
Dude,
I want to see this on your shit. Go on a roller coaster, bitch. Then I'll be fucking impressed. Or you want to square up too? I'll kick you right in your little fat forehead.
Wait, I got a question. How long?
That's how we got famous.
How long to Hasbulla is on like fucking South Park or some shit like that? Like his face.
Oh,
like,
bro,
character.
it's got to be coming any day.
Yeah.
Maybe
They
less
haven't
than
done
2
it.
days.
South Park is quick with that shit.
Yeah, they are.
Like they
They're
pick
really
up current
good.
news and they make episodes quick about shit.
Jeez.
It's only a matter of time before he's on there.
Like the South Park characters are this big, he's good for them.
Yeah,
We're fans. Don't get twisted. We're Hasbulla
Oh, we're
fans.
Hasbulla fans.
We're Hasbulla
Yes,
fans.
yes.
I love
Except
that
that you
shit.
just said you were gonna punt him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with
I mean,
that.
bro, no offense to midgets out there, but everyone wants to punt him.
Everybody that
Take it
meets him
back.
asks him to like punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah, I mean,
Just-
like,
they're like,
come
just
on.
do it one time.
Have you ever seen midget fighting live? It's
Must be
fucking
great. Dude,
I seen it at King of Diamonds, actually. On a fight.
I want to see him running.
These two,
God.
they run at each other and then they hit each other and both of them go down like little penguins. Like,
So I think the most, I
It's
think,
fucking hilarious.
I think the most, the most inappropriate meme that I've ever sent to Joe was when two MMA fighters were fighting each other and they didn't have no arms.
oh, they were just kicking the fuck out of each other.
They were just kicking the shit out of each other. And Joe texted me back in the DMs and was
I was like, what the
that's,
fuck?
That's just not even funny.
I was like, first of all, is this an armless, like, you got featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, armless, it's like super lightweight. It's like, how the fuck they just find two guys with the exact same fucking problem, no arms whatsoever, and they just started kicking, and they just started doing the same shit, same profession. They just started to kick the fuck out of people in the gym.
Please tell me you guys agree, and this is my stance on it.
Wait,
with
this is another-
Adesanya trolling the little kid.
That was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So,
You didn't see it?
No, I
their
didn't see
first
that.
fight,
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Kickboxing fight.
he got knocked out.
Yeah.
This
What's his
guy
name?
knocked
Damn, I forgot the other guy's name. The Brazilian. It's not
We'll find out
in my
later.
head.
It's-
Pereira.
Yeah,
Pereira or
it's
some
like a
shit.
common
So
Brazilian.
anyway, he knocked him out. He knocked Adesanya
Silva?
cold. No.
it wasn't
It's
so-
Pereira.
It's like
It's P.
Pereira.
Let me see.
He knocked Adesanya out completely. So
This
the
is-
son trolled Adesanya after the match and literally
The
did like
son.
some sleeping shit,
The
like
son,
making fun of
the
him.
son, who at the time
Was tiny.
was probably 5 years old.
Yeah.
So and at this he's standing up in the ring. So the little kid runs up next to him, lays on the floor a second, and then pops up and pointing at him. So after this UFC fight, he walked around the fucking octagon till he found his son in the stands, and he looks at him, he's pointing at him. The kid's already crying, and he goes, And he points out and the kid looks at me and just goes, and just chops on the floor. And got him back with his own shit. And a lot of people were like, yo, is this out of line? No! You want to be a grown up and roast people like a grown up? You
don't dish out the heat if you can't take it.
Oh hell yeah! If you can't take it,
That's
definitely
great.
don't dish it out.
That was happening last week. So I didn't see this until we ended up watching the footage.
Yeah.
Your dad and EJ were going back and forth quietly.
I told you that.
Yo!
You snapped on me like, yo, I ain't talking shit about the Yankees. I'm like, fucking EJ's doing it for you.
So EJ was talking
He was
shit to
rapping
Big
the
Rob,
whole
and Big
episode.
Rob was talking shit to EJ, but they were doing it quietly back and forth throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
We would make sure you guys are talking so the camera's on you. And
But the only time that I caught it was when EJ was talking shit to fucking Rob. So when fucking Joe goes to EJ and says, stop talking shit, I attack Joe like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He was missing the whole fucking shit talking that's going on.
It was bad. I started it.
When we got 2 men on base, we had an out for the third out, and he's like,
Like even on B-roll, so there was B-roll footage of us leaving, right? And in the B-roll footage of us leaving, EJ's talking shit because he's recording Big Rob, and he's like, yo, I'm just here to piss you off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just here to piss you off.
And then Big Rob goes, you don't piss me off, I like you. Because if I didn't like you, I'd kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, straight up.
That shit was so fucking funny.
See, and then he said something good about the Mets.
Yeah, he did. I mean, the Mets are a fucking promising team, man.
So are the
You guys
Yankees.
yeah, bro. We're winning tonight, and Cole should fucking hold on for us, but I don't know, man. You never know with fucking baseball. Every team, but Clay Holmes came in and fucking got rocked. That's not supposed to happen. But you know what? That's why I miss my Mariano Rivera days.
Your dominant days?
Yep. It's like Mariano's walking in. It's like, that's it, boys. Let's go get a fucking beer and a hot dog. This game's over.
On the last DM that I sent you guys earlier
Beat the line
today,
to the fucking
it
consensus.
was basically a guy being questioned about why his freedom of speech matters more than a transgender's emotions
Yeah.
towards to being identified a certain type of way.
Yeah. And
he literally killed it.
he killed it with a response pretty much like, why is, like, she was like she was making him feel uncomfortable with the question she was asked, so he asked the question back. And I'm not sure the exact way he worded it, but he stumped this bitch so hard. Like, he was just like, pretty much like saying like, why are your questions that you're trying to pry out of me, or is it invading my privacy? Some shit like that.
So
Something
basically,
she was trying. He mind fucked her so good that she stumbled over the next question.
She wanted the truth to come out of him by making him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So basically, her freedom of speech at that moment is the same exact.
Why is hers trumping his?
Why is his trumping his?
So he pretty much just reversed the
So
question
in a
back to him.
sense, when you ask to seek the truth, you have to think
We're
about
gonna plug
being
the video-
defensive
we're gonna-
in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. We're gonna plug the video in because then you can see it. And it's actually on my Instagram. I reposted it.
She definitely got mind fucked.
Yeah, because she literally said, like, the camera don't come off her. It never goes back to him, and then you just see the caption to him. She just said, gotcha. And she goes, you got me. You actually do got me. She's like, I'm still trying to work this whole thing you just said out in my head.
Now, Cairo,
Fuck.
explain this to us because before the show started, you started talking about it, and I said save it for the show. So you basically said that you literally had a discussion with one not too long ago, correct?
Yeah, so it wasn't really a discussion. It was more of like me popping off on it.
Okay.
So
On it.
On Shim?
On Shim.
On Shim.
On Shim or him?
So I was
how do you say if it's a guy? Shim is a guy.
I say
So
it.
sure.
Sure.
A sure.
I say
No,
it.
a herm.
Herm.
A herm.
Herm.
Okay,
I
herm.
don't know, but I was at Starbucks
Here.
and because I was studying,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden the trainee just comes in, and literally sits right next to me, talking on the phone, whoever it was talking to.
Right.
So, and then it's just talking just pure bullshit coming out of its mouth.
Right.
It's mouth.
So basically, it was saying that basically talking about its coochie, in a
Okay.
sense, talking about how biological women have the real thing, but I have the bougie coochie, and I was like,
she got that Louis
I
Vuitton
got-
shit.
She got that Canal Street pussy.
I got
Half off.
I got so heated. I literally chimed in. I was like, "Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me, sir.
I literally said, "Excuse me, sir. First of all, you have to be built. Okay, you know, biological women have the original. As you see, Prada, Louis Vuitton. You have a dupe."
Yo, I didn't know Cairo was so fucking funny. We need to take Cairo from the back and put him over here.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was so fucking funny.
I was like, "You got a dupe. You got a replica."
So here's the issue, right? Here's the issue, right?
Well, we also seen a video too that The girl got knocked out by the
he took red seat
by the shim.
Yeah, he took. So here's the problem I have, right?
And, listen,
but explain for those that didn't see it.
It didn't. All right. To the naked eye, it was a woman beating the shit out of another woman.
That's what it looked like.
One woman happened to have a bit more masculinity, which is pretty normal. Girls are built these days. The after the fight interview of this shim, the entire arena was, you could hear a fucking pin drop. How do you like that win? Come on, let me hear you. Dead fucking silent. I want all the women to know that they need to watch out for me. Yeah, because you're a fucking dude with a dick beating the shit out of women.
Here's how I solve this
fucking
completely,
deranged
right?
Fucking people.
For all of these transgenders that want to perform or want to like fight or swim or run or...
You can't, motherfucker. Do it your own damn gender.
So here's the
But they
thing.
can't compete with their own gender. That's the whole.
So
That's the problem.
Here's the thing. So
Create
a league where individuals
For
that want to
transgender.
identify... Yes.
Transgender league.
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
LGBTQHYTXMLP BA Basketball Association. You know what I'm saying? We welcome all y'all motherfuckers to play against all y'all motherfuckers.
And you know what's the problem?
Halftime, we
The
make
problem
wobbles
is
and shit.
Dana White is gonna have a fucking league for it.
Oh,
That's
yeah, 100%.
Yo, I'm surprised he doesn't have the, he got power, so I'm surprised he hasn't opened like fucking RuPaul's drag fucking power slide. It's just a bunch of transvestite drag bitches slapping the fuck out of each other.
Dana White.
That'd be some funny shit to watch.
We're big Dana White fans on this show, without question.
Yeah.
Dana White stole his show, Fuck It Fridays, from us. I promise you. We have tags. Cameron, myself, Marcus Mack, Levon, we used to call our Friday fucking show Fuck It Fridays every fucking Friday. Now, mind you, Fuck It Fridays, his Fuck It Friday is way better than ours. It's not even fucking close. But he stole it from us. Period.
So we should have a fucking Dana White now.
No. We're you Dana White fans. We're cool with Dana White, but no, absolutely.
I like the whole tribe.
Here's the thing. They have to have their own league, their own, whatever sport they want to play in, they have to have their own shit. They cannot...
Yeah, no, it's just...
You can identify with whatever the fuck you want to identify with.
But when it comes to sports,
But when it comes to sports, it's separated.
You got to.
It has to be.
Makes no sense.
You got to.
You have to be. No, without question. You cannot have...
Is Caitlyn Jenner going to come back?
You cannot allow Floyd Mayweather Jr. to fight a woman because Floyd woke up one day and said he wanted to be identified as a woman from now on. He's he's the greatest boxer probably of our time.
He would have the best record ever. He'd be like 275-0.
Did you see the person? It was a guy.
The over-unders would be whether they get out of the first round.
If they get it 5 seconds.
I saw that.
Could you imagine if Mike Tyson decided to be a woman tomorrow?
Got the what?
That was
The
one
guy
big
had
bitch.
What?
That was one big bitch.
You got the record?
You know what he said?
for deadlift.
He said if Mike Tyson decided to be a woman tomorrow, it'd be one big bitch.
Yo, imagine, I mean, give me enough money, I get in the ring with Mike Tyson. It's gotta be a lot, though.
No. You would do that? Would you let Mike Tyson
kill you?
Would you let Mike Tyson hit you
don't
once?
know.
Chance for, I mean,
I'd probably do that.
Would you let Mike Tyson
He didn't
punch you
look
in the
that
chest
good when he
for
fought.
like $100 million?
What was that last fight I
No,
went
no.
to? I was there. No, was I there?
No, he fought Earl Jones? He fought Earl Jones Jr.?
Yeah. Is that the last one he did?
Yeah. The
No,
one
he had another
with
one.
With Triller, right?
Yeah, he had another one with another old dude. Who was the first one he did? He had 2 exhibitions.
I think it was Roy Jones was one. I don't know who the second one was with.
Would you let Mike Tyson punch you in your chest?
No.
For $100 million?
I'd rather get hit in my face than my chest.
Huh?
Like, I'd rather
Dude,
take
he
boxing
can damage
punches.
every
He might stop your heart.
organ.
Yeah, he'll
everything.
break your clavicle, bro. I'm straight up. I'll take a shot. Broken jaw, heel.
I'm good. There's no way.
Throw some
How
heads
would
on
you
it.
beat
dog.
that?
10 million? 10 million, take a punch in the face by Mike Tyson.
I will
No.
100% take a punch from Mike Tyson.
That
for
$10 million is gonna go straight to reconstruction.
No, I'll drop $1 million fists in my face, you know what I'm saying? And I got 9 in the bank, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm straight. Like,
Straight up.
I'll take 10.
10 million, you get
One
one
swing?
lot.
10 million is a lot of
I'm
bread.
talking like he gets to
So here's the
cock your
problem,
back
Mike.
and everything.
Mike Tyson
man,
walks
whatever
through that
punch he
fucking
does.
door with 2 briefcases, fucking stainless steel, fucking decked in 9, pops up, opens it up, 10 million straight cash in your
I'm
pocket.
not letting him punch me in my jaw.
You're tripping. I'm standing the
he's
fuck
gonna
up,
break
closing
my-
my eyes
they're
and
not
being like,
even
yo,
gonna put
boy,
that together.
when I wake up, we're about to have a fucking good ass time. I got it. Boy, get the gym. Get all the drivers ready. Pack everybody's bag.
Dave,
I'll
I
be
got
up
it.
in about 6
Carol,
hours.
I got it. I got it. I'm a genius.
That's
I'm
it.
a pure fucking genius.
He's a genius on something I said.
Mike Tyson will come inside, offer you $10 million to knock you the fuck out. I will sell the rights of Mike Tyson knocking you the fuck out to Netflix or Amazon. And Netflix or Amazon will turn it into a 10-part series, and we will make $50 million.
But
Cairo, produced by Cairo. Produced by Cairo. Cairo gets producing credits.
we need to find a hedge fund to get this $10 million out of people.
That's genius, though, isn't it?
And we gotta have
Joe's gonna wait
on the show.
You guys ready?
No.
Cairo, tell me that's not fucking smart.
Yo,
I own the rights to him getting knocked out?
Yeah.
Who's taking the punch though?
I'll take it.
You know who gave me that
If I'm
idea? You know what?
taking it,
I'm not gonna
take
lie. I stole the idea from Beyonce. Beyonce did a Coachella show for less money than whoever Gomez, whatever the fuck her name
Selena
is.
Gomez?
Right. For less than she did it for. Right? And then she sold the rights to that show to fucking Netflix. And Netflix paid her a lot more money.
That's smart.
Wasn't her daughter like the?
Yeah.
She was the executive producer. She made the $24 million.
Right, so Beyonce got paid $25 million for 1 hour from all these Dubai dudes when she went to go fucking do their grand opening of their brand new resort. Beyonce let her daughter make $24 million as her manager for
As
that
her manager,
night.
and she made it.
And she made $1 million.
She made $1 million. Live made 20 something.
That's pure genius.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I love what Khaled does. I think we spoke about this before. How he
Executive
his
producers.
kids are
and
his executive
Oh, really?
producers. Yeah.
Nas did that with his daughter.
Yeah,
He-
his son,
he's
his
the
son,
executive
his son,
producer
his oldest son. I think his name is
Stillmatic.
Assad. Is the oldest one. He's the executive producer of. I think the album was Grateful. I think that was the one, but it went platinum, and now his son automatically gets the royalties off that album for the rest of his life.
That's smart.
Dude,
Even if Khaled is dead broke, which we all know ain't happening.
So here's the issue, and a lot of people don't understand because you don't go through this majority of the time. I've had multiple discussions with banks, that when I started enabling EJ's accounts for them for their business, they look at me like I'm fucking like I have two heads or some shit. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? Why am I doing this? Because your mom and dad didn't think about starting you a business at a young age. Like, that's why you think it's wrong?
It's not wrong at all. I'd fucking encourage it. I actually had a friend DM me today, actually. She had some questions for me about how you went about starting a line for your kids, and she was interested in doing it for her kids. And I think it's cool.
Dude, every door I've gone through, there's been some type of friction or question on why and how come, and do you think this is the right idea? They're going to make mistakes. And it's like, so what? We make mistakes every fucking day. It doesn't matter.
30 minutes.
It doesn't matter. Like, you know, now, when you're telling them to do something and they think they know it all, and then they fucking make a mistake, you're like, okay, that's dumb. Because I'm giving you the guidance, but you're doing it the way you want. That's stupid. But if I'm telling you, look, you're going to make mistakes along the way. Making mistakes is okay. Ask questions.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the answer that you need. That's totally a different scenario. Because that's for anybody. Like, that's for anybody that starts a business or whatever. When I first started my business, I had no fucking idea what to do. You learn by trial and error. And then you apply the mistakes that you made to that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's just the way it works. But, I mean, sometimes people just, they don't understand. Pickballs? Oh, Pop Dukes? We're on the show! Funny motherfucker. But sometimes you run into certain obstacles or certain things in life, and it's just like, okay, why are you doing this? And it's like, why not?
Why not?
Why?
You're asking why, but really, why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Because you don't get or fathom or understand or love somebody as much to where you're like, you know what, this is my legacy and I'm going to leave my legacy up to them.
Of course. Like, if I was able to be in the position that Cal is in it right now, I would be doing the same thing. I'm doing the best I can. At this point, like all my daughters have trading accounts that I let the bank trade for them. But my daughter J Bella recently, actually today, she was like, "Oh, can you send money to?" I got her this debit card that I could send money to, so she could use it. But in the app of the money where she can get, she could learn how to trade. So I want to teach her how to. Trade. They won't let her do nothing crazy, but she can trade $1 here, $5 here, whatever. But I want to teach her how to read the markets and trade.
The funniest shit ever is when we started EJ's account over a year and a half ago, right? True story. EJ got a letter in the mail. So EJ sees how much, he knows how much every month, how much minimum goes into his account. Mm-hmm. So EJ saw that he lost money. And he's like, how did I lose money? I said, EJ, that's the market. The market goes up, the market goes down. He's just like, what the hell?
Wait, I thought I was supposed to make money.
You're taking my money away from me, man.
I thought I was only supposed to make money. So the other day, matter of fact, last night, he gets another one in the mail, and it's been probably like a year and some change already that, you know, money's been put into each's account every month or whatever. And I look at it, he didn't see it. I look at it and I'm like, he's only 14.
Yeah.
I'm like, could you imagine what this looks like when he's 21?
Yeah, or even, I was going to say even 18. Especially where the market's moving now. It's actually moving, as fucked up as our country is, and
I just don't understand how people don't have that mentality. Because if you really think about it, like, you spend $100 on anything, like, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just put $100 into your child's account and just every month it's $1,200 a year.
I'm
At 10 years old, it's $12,000 with whatever they ended up earning, and then, you know, like, so forth and so on. Like, you could take birthday money or you could take holiday money.
How do you feel about? I asked Giabella if she wanted to go, and she said, "Yeah, I'm going to take her to the gun range." How do you feel?
I have no problem with that.
That's actually.
Dude, we have a skilled art right here. This dude.
No,
I'm not that skilled, all right.
No, but
there's
I'm saying,
people that are really out there.
I got it.
He's got that one.
And him, we go to the gun range, we film it.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Who gets the most headshots?
Former police officer versus psychotic dad with 3 daughters.
Okay, wait.
Oh, there we go.
Wait,
Listen, I've always had that question.
We gotta go
What's a good age to start?
10.
You know, you think 10?
10.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I've
10 years
gotten
old.
mixed-
4 years late, Dad. Come on, where's
No, but
mine
I've
at?
gotten mixed, you know, answers from everybody.
I want her to know her way around a gun. You know
She
what I mean?
should.
In the event of, because I keep a gun in my wife's car, I keep a gun in my car, I keep a gun on my waist, I keep a gun in my backpack.
I had a concealed weapons license before I got into my shit, so yeah, for sure, why not?
You might not need it.
Nah,
come July
I
1st.
still need it.
Yeah, July 1st, you don't
No,
need
I
it.
still need
July
it.
1st, you don't need a license anymore in the state of Florida for all the people that don't
So it
know.
has to be
For all the
concealed, not
fucking-
open carry. But
For all the fucking Democrat, liberal, fucking annoying people that are
Unfriendly
like,
first.
oh my god,
Unfriend Joe
everyone's
first.
gonna be running around with a fucking gun. No, it's not the way it works.
Isn't it statistically proven that in the states where you don't need a license for a gun, that's
It's a
fucking
safer place to be.
it's a safer place
Yeah.
to be because
And
you don't
fucking-
know who's gonna pop off?
Yeah, like I love.
Well, look at Texas.
It's always
Texas.
Texas.
It's open carry.
Yeah, it's open carry.
If you walk up to somebody and you want to try something, you see that guy with a fucking gun on his waist right here.
Yeah,
You're not gonna do shit to him.
You're like, we'll try a different store.
But you know what? Also, it's not fair because some people they bring up stupid scenarios that don't make any fucking sense. It's like, okay, oh well, the tranny now is gonna feel offended because the tranny can carry a gun without a concealed weapons license and just be rolling around with the gun in there.
See,
That's
listen,
stupid. Like, it's not gonna happen.
At the end of the day, it's still beneficial to have your license for many reasons.
Yes, it is still
Education
because
purposes.
you get training beforehand.
Yeah,
34 states that recognize your license.
Right. Well, it's 30 right now, but it's supposed to be going up. But 30 states, I can fly with my gun, no problem. I can walk into a store, buy a gun, walk out the same day. I don't have to wait 5 days like everybody else. But when you get pulled over by a police officer, you know, when you have a concealed weapons, I don't know if everyone does it, but I do it. I hand them my driver's license with my gun license to let them know that I have my gun in my car with me. You know what I mean? It kind of de-escalates the situation because now everyone's on an even playing field. He knows I got a gun, I know he's got a gun. So like the level of respect is just all the way. It's all the way there.
How about the
you ain't in trouble, you ain't doing nothing wrong. Bro. Since I got my gun license, I don't think I've ever gotten a ticket because we're on an even level. Sorry, I didn't realize I was
Police
speeding.
officers recognize that you're being honest and all that stuff.
And
I mean,
not
they're
only
still at a high level. You know, they're still like.
No,
okay,
they still.
I know he has a gun in the car now.
They still ask me to get. They still ask me to get out. Like,
Right.
they'll ask you to get out, and I'm like, no problem.
But
I'm just letting you
the
know I
fact
do have a
that
gun in
you
there.
told him that is way better than the unknown.
Yeah, the
You know
unknown,
what I mean?
exactly. And I want, so like, say a situation arises where my daughter is in the car by herself. My wife's like, say in a gas station. She's 13. You know, she can stay in the fucking car by herself.
Oh, that's a topic I actually want to bring up.
Yeah, and she needs to learn her way around a gun and save my wife's life in an event. So I want her to be able to.
Yeah, no,
she's done.
you should, and that's why. Like, that's why I've been trying to figure out what age I should teach my son because. I knew my dad had guns, but he would always be like, put it on top of the refrigerator or whatever and say, never touch it or anything like that. So I've always just had a fear of guns.
My dad
got
swats around in his underwear and I didn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
So you keep that, bro.
Until I was in law enforcement, I wasn't comfortable around guns because I didn't know how to handle them.
Yeah, but once you do, it's like.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to kind of teach my son to see it as something dangerous, but also respect it and like take.
That's
care,
the whole
be
thing.
careful
People have
with
to respect the weapon.
Right.
At the end of the day, I carry all the time. I still respect my weapon. That fucking thing can go off. Me putting it in my holster too quick. Fucking
Right.
Even though
You gotta
there's
be
double
careful.
safety on it, some
You
weird
gotta
shit
know how
can
to
happen.
handle it.
You gotta know how to handle
What are we at right now? How long has it been?
Almost an hour.
Jesus, look at that. See what happens when you get on topics and you just literally just going.
But real quick, going back to what you said, I just want to mention this because there's a lot of shit going on right now with a lot of people getting kidnapped and human trafficking, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, especially with the way our country's going. People need money and they're gonna do anything they can to get it. So, I think it was about a week ago last week, a Brazilian. I'm bringing this up because I want people to be careful out there. This Brazilian lady was at a Home Depot, and it doesn't matter if she was Brazilian or whatever, but I found out because it blew up with the Brazilian community. She basically was walking out of Home Depot. I think she had mulch or something, put the mulch in her car, was going back, and then this guy came up to her and handed her a card. And I think it was like I don't know if it was handyman, a lawn maintenance, or whatever, but he handed her the card. She grabbed the card. Once she grabbed the card, she started feeling just weird. Like, she was just out of it. So she ran into the Home Depot because she didn't know who the fuck this guy was. Yeah. Come to find out, she ended up passing out. Cops came. She went to the hospital. I don't know 100% if this was, but apparently it was probably laced. That card was laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
So this guy was basically trying to overdose her, kill her. Whatever.
Man, whoever invented fucking fentanyl, I hope you fucking choke on a bunch of fucking dicks.
It was the Chinese.
Seriously.
But basically, so be careful, everybody, especially women. You know, I hate to say it, but women with children, be careful because these guys are doing anything they can to get you. They'll put bags on your car to mark you. They'll put little things on your headlights.
All right, let's go. We gotta do our shameless plugs. So let's do our shameless plugs. So we got
unofficial sponsor. Shout out Stanley. Shout out Nike.
I got Nikes too. I got brand new pickleball shoes.
Shout out HQD.
Essentia.
Healthy Aid kombucha and
no, not that one. That's not shameless. That's good. That's a good plug. We plugged that one for real. These are shameless plugs. We want sponsors, so you gotta sponsor us. Well, that's going to conclude our episode for tonight. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Go to EnasiaColon.com. Get everything brand new. Everything brand new. And we'll see you on the next episode. Appreciate you guys.